everyone, welcome to Cozy Cottage Crafts. My name is Tayla, and today we are doing a book review. I have finished my second book of 12 for the year, and this one was Boardwalk Kings by Jillian Frost. This was a reread for me. I did read it last year on my Kindle, and I rated it 5 stars. I since then have bought the series, so I figured I'd reread it. And this time I gave it a 4.75 star. Or a 4 star, sorry. I did write my review on my Weebly page already, so I will be going off of that to communicate to you guys, so it will be a bit better than last week, hopefully. I am sorry, I just did all my other videos and I have stickers still stuck to my hand. So this is the Boardwalk Mafia series. This is number 1 out of 3. It is a trilogy. She does have other series as well. This is a dark romance novel. 4 stars. I personally rated it a 3.75 on the spice level. This does have multiple open door, very graphic, voyeurism, BDSM, reverse harem type scenes. It is 4 guys, 1 girl, and most people probably, I feel, rate it probably a 4 or 5 star, but for me it wasn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be, so it was a 3.75 from me. I'm going to read you some quotes. If you are going to work for the kings, you get treated like a queen. We all have scars. For most people, they're on the inside. Give me that sassy effing mouth again, and I'll bend you over my knee and spank you like the little spoiled brat that you are. So this does have, like I said, 18 plus scenes and language, so it isn't for children. That being said, I read books worse than this when I was in like public school, so I guess it depends on the level of your child's maturity as well. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that comment, but hey. So I do recommend checking triggers if you have them, because this could be triggering for you. This book, I will sort of give you like a description of it right now. We follow the main character, Ava, and then there are 4 main guys. We have Nico, Stefan, Angelo, and Dante. And Dante is sort of like the leader. It is a mafia romance, like I said. They are basically set to take over their dad's mafia gang. And Ava's dad has worked for him since she has worked for the mafia since she was a kid. So she grew up basically in the lifestyle, but always wanting to get out. And she's very smart. Her dad has had her processing numbers, doing banking, investing, all of that type of stuff since she was like 11. So she's very smart. She graduated college expecting to get out of town, and basically Dante and their dad told her, like, you're not going anywhere, you're gonna work for us. So they basically take her to the penthouse where the 4 boys live and are like, yeah, this is your life, get used to it. She finds out her dad is in trouble and wants to help him, but also is sort of feeling betrayed by her father as well. Throughout the book, there's an internal battle with Ava. She wants to get out of there. She wants to be done with it. She hates the boys, but also she can't deny the attraction to them. So it's like well, I want to leave and don't want to be in this world, but I also want to bang you anytime I get. So she also knows she's good looking. So she uses basically sex as a weapon as well. She figures if she can get in the heads of the brothers, then she can manipulate them to help herself and her dad out of the situation that they're in. This book, I forgot, ends on a cliffhanger. And it's a cliffhanger where, like, they're in a gathering and you know, like, they all know the truth about what's going on, but nobody's saying anything yet. And she basically, she's like, oh, my dad's, not really holding it together. Like, you can tell he feels guilty about something. Meanwhile, then she goes and has a panic attack, and that's where it ends. She's, like, passing out from a panic attack. And it's like, you just blew the whole thing. Way to go. Let's see, what else can I tell you guys? So Ava's our main female character, like I said. Then there's Dante, who is the oldest. He's sort of like, he's the hate everyone, I'm gonna kill you no matter what, I don't care. There's Angelo, who is one of the twins, and he's more of like the stalker, crazy type guy. And then there's Stefan, who seems to be more of the sweet, I'll listen to you talk type person. And then there's Nico, who is a half-brother of them. And he's the one that Ava trusts the most, which is sort of weird because I feel like he's going to be the most sadistic out of all of them. Uses the body as a weapon. This book is very a bad boy image in public but sweet behind doors type book. I have a feeling like because they grew up together like their whole lives, they've known each other. The whole plot of the book is like, okay, Ava's gonna help the mafia or backstab them, and if she backstabs them, then they're gonna kill her. And I don't think any of them actually could because they're hung up on her. And I don't think that... I think Dante would be the worst because he pushes her away so much in this book that I think he actually cares about her the most out of all of them. Yeah, I think that's basically it. It's basically a who's playing who type of book. I believe basically every chapter has a romantic or sexual tension. I do tab my books. I don't tab everything. So I tab like my favorite moments. So I have like a bunch of like, can you see the colors? Okay. So like yellows that made me smile. Pink is romance. The darker pink is spicy. And then there's purple and quotes. I do have other colors. I didn't have to use it for this book though. I'm going to read you the back of it. I know people not necessarily like that, but I personally, the back of it was what made me read it. So, her father stole from us, so we took her as a payment. Ava, these are Italians, by Anello. I'm going to show you because you guys can probably pronounce it better. Ava is a good girl, a rule follower. She thinks she's not like us, that her heart isn't black like ours. But once our pretty little pawn gets a taste for the darkness, there's no returning her to her old vanilla lifestyle. We have corrupted the good girl, and now she belongs to us. Reading that to you guys also reminded me of something. They say good girl, and she does have that good girl innocence. Like, she has, she's had relationships in the past, but her relationships have been basically just for pleasure. And it's, the way she tells it, it's very much focused on the guy and not herself. So she hasn't, like, given a lot to the guy or received a lot. So she's innocent, but also, like, I don't get the good girl. Because I guess when she was younger, she was. Because, like, she always strived for good grades. She always did this. She always did that. But you can tell that bad girl part of her has always been deep down, because she accesses it like that. Like, it's nothing to her. I think she has an internal struggle a bit about it, but it's not, like, a lot. So, if you like dark romance, if you like mafia, if you like good girl, bad boy, if you like voyagerism, BDSM, I feel like there's going to be more in probably the second or third book. This one just sort of enters the world of that, but it represents it better than what 50 Shades did. I believe there hasn't been many BDSM books that I've read, but I do know about the lifestyle and stuff. So this represents it a bit better than that. It does talk about, like, the art form, the consent, everything like that. Mind you, the boys don't really get the consent anyway, but check triggers. Enjoy the book, because I most definitely did. My next book, my friend wanted me to read Icebreaker. I forget who it's by. I'm sorry. So I will be attempting to read that one. I have been recording for almost 5 hours now, so I'm very tired. But now my mother can't yell at me for not spending time with her the next few days. So, if you pick up the book, enjoy it. I will hopefully have another review for you by the end of the month. It just depends on how good Icebreaker is. I've heard good things. I've also heard bad things. So we will see what happens. Have an amazing day. If you want to read my full review, I will post my link down below along with my Instagram and everything. You can see updates on that. Always stay humble and kind. Bye, guys.